a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Dak off the play fake. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
1st and 10, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. Jukes away from one. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
7-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting their first-round pick.
Dart starting with a pass here. And the pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down.
Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. From the gun, here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down now, here's Dart. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
They'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. George Pickens the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Return starts at the 3. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 from the 32. Dart out of the shotgun. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10 from the 43. Here's Tracy once more. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. That's going to tuck it and run. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Dart from the pistol. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Tracy. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on third and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Giants 7.
ready to send this away. Tolbert now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Prescott here from the gun. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Give to Williams from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Giants 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for 3rd down. And they'll throw 3rd and long. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants 1st down. An 8-yard pickup.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
One play action with Dart. This finds Bellinger. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. A handoff to Tracy. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Kate, that's a type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Here's a design run. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Got some room to work. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the 1st half.
Touchdown, Giants.
Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First down now, ball at the 33. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, the great tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Another run for Williams. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Call it a 7-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on second and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Williams does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
They'll look to run with Williams. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive them backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy running back on now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now Dart. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Dart now. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught out left. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The Giants are set to punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record by 25 straight completions to begin a game. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Screen here for Williams. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Straight ahead with Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain
I know
on
these
play.
DNs love to
It's
get to the
now
quarterback.
third and
I know
less
that
than a
sacks
yard.
many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Dallas first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
31. Giants 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the
The
half.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. On 1st down, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw it. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Rolling left, buying some time.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To throw. Here's Dart. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, every once in a while, you understand a play that loses a yard or two. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, you might as well punt it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Into traffic. Complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Option play, they're going to give it to Tracy. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. is hauled in by the running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
It's Tracy on second down. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. It is caught left side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are only one. Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Caden. Don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
Cowboys 31, Giants 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First and 10 from the 32. Play action, Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's Flanoy. He's got it. And he has this down to the 34. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Gets it running the sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
On second down, they're running with Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. He was brought down by Roy Robertson Harris.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Oshesky. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for him as they still trail here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Going play action with Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
From the gun, here's Dart. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Dart's going to tuck it and run. And that zone lead goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Dart. He's got it to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. First down now, ball at the 33. Here goes Dart to the air. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. That's one he knows he should have had. So it'll be second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. Third and long for him here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. The kick by Gano is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tolbert now to return it. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Dak now from the gun. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Draw play, this is Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He completes it in traffic. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Prescott to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later. From
the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Williams now on 1st and 10. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Design quarterback run here. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
41, Giants 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Dart setting in the throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. First down, New York.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On first down, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Back to throw. Here's Dart. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Gonna start things off with a sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is gonna be 2nd down.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Dak. I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Screen here for Williams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys can rest easy with a 3-score lead. A run with Williams. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
15 more yards. That's another Cowboys.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Williams crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
Cowboys 48, Giants 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Dart out of the shotgun. Stepping up and he's going to run. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, he didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
The Cowboys 43-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.